Good morning, Ugly Mug marketing friends and followers. Welcome to another edition of Ugly Mug Marketing Coffee Chats, the live show where we drink coffee and chat all about marketing, leadership, and everything in between. My name is Hannah Balliet, and I am the Director of Communication and Teaching here at Ugly Mug. And today I am joined by our website coordinator, Francisco Gonzalez, goes by Franny. So if you hear me call him Franny, that's because that's what we call him. And today, Franny is going to be talking to us about the importance of great first impressions on your website and how you can achieve a great first impression and why it's so important. So welcome to the show today, Franny.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, excited to dive more into this topic. But before we do, Franny, tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been an Ugly Mug, and where you're from and what you like to do for fun.
So I'm from Colorado. I was born and raised in Colorado. Went to Nebraska for 2 years, and then got another scholarship to play at LSUA for another 2 years. Graduated, worked there for LSUE for about a year, and then I got a job opportunity here at Ugly Mug Marketing last March. So it's about to be a whole year at the end of this month, and time
Yep.
flies. Time really does fly. But
It
it's
does.
awesome. I've been learning every day. I learn something new, and that was one of my goals when I was finding a job, just to learn something, be in an environment where I can learn from other people and also learn day to day. So
Yeah.
definitely
I
something.
will say,
Some
Franny,
sorry.
you definitely ooze like I want to learn more and I want to grow. And I feel like that really rubs off on the team. So I definitely appreciate that. Before we went live, y'all, Franny was talking about how he's really been wanting to grow in public speaking. And so he's really been putting himself out there and
Yeah.
just finding any public speaking opportunities that he can so that he can really hone in on those skills. So it's been really fun to see you grow in that way, Franny.
Thank you. Yeah, one of the main things is getting out of my comfort zone. That's like one of the priorities I have for myself, even if it's like hard
Yeah.
and it's like the last thing I want to do. That's something
Yeah.
I try to do. So, like going into the random
Yeah.
businesses and introducing myself and being like, hey, Francisco, and then choking up those first 10, 20 times. But then after that, then you ease up and then you like have like a little routine, like, hey, I'm from Francisco from Ugly Mug down the street. If you ever need anything, let us know. And but yeah, at first it's hard, but after a while it gets easier and easier. So
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what you like to do for fun.
what I like to do for fun, let's see. I mean, on my day to day, I would say I like to read, and then I'll go to the gym. I'm trying to get more into running. I used to play soccer a lot, and when I stopped playing soccer, I felt like I didn't do much like high intensity workouts like running,
Mm.
sprinting. So I'm trying to like ease into running a little bit more. But I also like to go out with friends, try new places, like new food places, food trucks, and then we'll just hang out. And then one rule we always have is we all get our phones and just put it like on the side, and we don't look at our phones. We won't. We just communicate and like have a good time. So that's something that I like
Yeah, I
about
love
our
that.
friend group. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been your favorite, like what's been the latest restaurant you've tried or type of food?
I don't know the name of it, but it was in BR, and it
Okay.
was really good. This was a while back, so this was it wasn't my latest, but it was one of like the newer ones that we went to, and so we
Yeah.
went and we were like, yeah, let's get appetizers, let's do it all, like let's go, we're gonna go all out. So we started
Was this
ordering
the
appetizers.
tapas place or no?
Yes, the tapas
Okay.
place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell a story. So we started getting appetizers, and the first appetizers were good, like a good size amount, and then I ordered some meatballs, and it was like three little meatballs, and I was like, I don't know about this. And then we decided to get like this family platter, and it said it had like shrimp and chicken and a bunch of stuff, and we were like, yeah, that's good. And when we got it, it was literally just rice. So, and it was pretty expensive, and it was just rice, and we were like, guys. At first, I was like, oh, this is the best place ever. But then when I thought about it, I was like, it was just rice. Like there was nothing special to it.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Yeah, if you go
Yeah.
to a tapas restaurant, and maybe if people haven't gone to tapas before, it's
Yeah.
definitely like smaller portions, ordering a lot of different things and sharing. But my
Yeah.
experience at tapas restaurants has been the same, where you're like, wait a second, I feel like that's not that much food. And then you get the bill
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That's how we felt.
But not to knock tapas restaurants. Okay. Food is still good, but sometimes
Yeah.
with the pricing, I'm like, but okay. Anyways, we're getting off topic. We could talk about restaurants and Franny's also an avid traveler. So maybe next time you're on Coffee Chats, we can talk about travel destinations and
I
all of that
love
fun stuff.
traveling.
But
I do like traveling.
everyone is tuning in today to learn about first impressions. And I want to start off the conversation. This is all about first impressions on websites, but I want to start off the conversation by asking you, how long do we have as businesses to make a good first impression when someone comes to our website? Like, is it minutes? Is it seconds? How long do we have to make that good first impression?
Seconds. So you have seconds to impress somebody and to actually make them stay and not leave the website, not exit the website. One of the biggest trends right now is having a very aesthetically pleasing website. And I would say this is what I compare it to. I would like to say like a home. Like you like a clean home, you like an aesthetically pleasing home, you like all the nice things at a home. Your website is your home, and you're showing this
Yeah.
website to thousands of people. So first impressions are very important.
Yeah. I was doing a little bit of research on this just because I was like, I feel like I know some of the key things that you need to have on a website, but I really was curious about this, like making a good first impression. And one of the things that I
Yeah.
saw, just to validate what you said, that we literally have seconds to make a first impression, is that we have anywhere between 8 to 10 seconds
Yeah.
before someone will make a decision if they want to exit away from our website, go back to the Google search, back,
Yeah.
can't get away fast enough, or for them to decide that they want to keep scrolling and read more content and click and visit other pages within our website. And so it truly is seconds that we have to make
Yeah.
that good first impression. So tell
People
us a
like
little bit.
yeah, sorry. I was just gonna
No,
add
go
on
ahead.
that. I was gonna say people love to have a website where it's really easy to buy, really easy to find contact information. If they have any questions, and if they can't find that, they're gonna leave. They're not gonna be scrolling trying to find your information when they can just click back and click on the next one and find the phone number in seconds. So
Yeah. And that
yeah.
is so frustrating for me, even as a website user. When I go and
Yeah.
I'm looking for something where I want to quickly buy something, I'm like,
Yeah.
this process is way too long. Surely I can find this product somewhere else where it's a lot easier, where my credit card information automatically loads in, or I don't have to
Exactly.
manually fill out some long form or whatever. And yeah, ease of use is so key in making that good first impression too, but just for the overall user experience on a website. But tell us a little bit about why first impressions are so key on our website.
So having very good first impressions, let's say you're trying to build trust through your clients or potential clients. That's very
Yeah.
key to having a client, or even if they go to your website and they're not going to buy from you now, they'll remember you and they'll keep in mind like this website, I can trust them. I know who they are. I know what they do. I know what they stand for. I know their mission
Mhm.
and the vision that they have for what I'm going to buy. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Trust is really important across the board. And
yes.
having, I was laughing because I was kind of reading your notes that you put
Yeah.
in prep for this. And you were like, if you have a janky website, and I'm like, it's
Yeah,
so true. Like
yeah,
how many of us have gone to a website and we're like this
yeah,
just like something seems off. Like it's not aesthetically pleasing. It looks like it's from 1999. Like
exactly.
it's like it's not it's not giving trustworthy company where I want to enter in my
Yeah,
credit card information, right?
yeah.
And so
Or like, yeah,
it's
another one
super
is if I go visit your business and then I'll go to your website and it just doesn't match at all. then that's just gonna break the trust and the impression of me actually going to your business and the impression of me going to your website, and it has nothing to do with your business or just it's
Oh.
off. That's something that I think throws people off as well.
So that kind of touches on branding then. So if you're
Yeah,
branding in your brick and mortar store or on
yeah,
your packaging or on your direct mail does not match the branding that's on your website, that can be a big reason why maybe people bounce off your website and you have a high bounce
yeah,
rate, is because they get
exactly.
there and they think I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah,
And so making sure that that branding is key across the board, which that actually kind of segues nicely into my next question for you, which is what can we do to ensure that we are making a great first impression? And we've already covered some things like branding is
yeah,
really important, making sure that that's cohesive and consistent across all of your marketing efforts, but also in your store, on your direct mail. Having like a really key brand identity is so important. But what are some of the other components, again, that we can include or things that we can do to make sure we're making that good first impression?
yeah. So having a good brand guide that matches the website and your business is key. So I would say having the colors, the logos, a clear logo, having your email and your phone number on the website where it's clear and it's easy to find, and having just everything that somebody really wants is buying. Let's say you have a product that everybody's buying. That's like one of the first things that's going to be on your website instead of them having to look for it. If you have people buying the same thing over and over, that's probably going to be one of your top priorities to have on the website. But I mean,
Mm.
just like I said, again, making it personal as well, adding pictures, adding anything that can really like make your business and the website together and make it very personal. Add pictures of the employees of anything you can, but because stock photos sometimes pushes people away as well.
Yeah, we talked about that last week with Mallory, or maybe that was 2 weeks ago. Just the importance of having good quality photos across all of your platforms, including your website. But yes, definitely
Yes.
important to have that on your site if you can. And in Mallory and I's conversation, not to get too far down that rabbit hole, we talked
Yeah.
about how you can utilize user generated content rather than just trying to take photos yourself, which sometimes, if you have the eye for it, you can get really great
Yeah.
quality photos and videos on your iPhone, y'all. Do not be mistaken on that. But if that is not your gifting, they're maybe not going to turn out the best, right? And so maybe
Yeah.
we do need to invest in a photographer. But if you're not quite there either, using photos that your customers or your clients have taken is a really great way to personalize and just not use stock photos, I guess, on your
Yeah.
website. So you also touched on email and phone number. So ease of getting in contact or in touch with someone. I can't tell you
Yeah.
how frustrating it is. And I'm sure you felt the same way, Franny, when you're like, I
Yeah.
simply just want to like reach out to this business or I have a question about my order, or I want to know, like, it says they kind of do this, but I just want talk to somebody and find out if they actually offer this full service or this full product or whatever it may be. And just not being able to find simple contact information easily is incredibly frustrating. But I think that also
Yeah.
ties into another thing that you said, which is the clear call to action or that product, that key thing that you want them to buy or that a lot of people are shopping for. And so having that call to action right when they come to the page seems like it's something that's really important too, right?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. And
Um,
so
I we work also with industrial services as well. So it has nothing to do with products,
mhm.
but more of like employees. So we're working with a staffing company, and one of the main components that we're trying to add into the website is just making it clear what they do. So let's say an oil field company is coming for employees. We're making it very clear that they've been drug tested, they have physicals ready, and they're ready to work. So that's one of the like the
Mm.
main key things that we're trying to add on the design right now, and just make it very clear on what they do. And they're not really selling anything, but they're just providing. So it depends
Yeah.
on what side you're on if you're selling or if you're offering a service and what that service is. Just making it very clear.
Yeah. I know, because I feel like even lately I was like researching something or trying to find like other companies that were similar to a client just to do some like market research. And I got to like someone's website and I'm like, I don't really understand what you do. Like they had
Yeah.
this like really cool video kind of going on in the background right when you
Yeah.
came to the website, and it said like their company name at the top and it had like a menu with some other pages and drop downs. But I was like, at the end of the day, right when I came to the site, I was like, I don't know if I'm actually in the right place or if this
Yeah.
company actually would be a competitor of my clients, or so yes, having that like clear messaging and those keywords, it sounds like, really, of like, hey, here's what we do, here's who we are, here's how we can help you. Because at the end of the day, we talk about this a lot in digital marketing in general, but people are looking at your content, they're looking at your advertising, they're looking at your website, and they're thinking, what's in it for me? Do they have what I need? Right. And
Yeah.
so clearly communicating that right off the bat is key. So we've touched on a few things: call to action, consistent branding across the board, ease of use, and easy to find the information that we're looking for, whether that's contact information or key products that might be hot sellers. I actually really like that. I want to touch on that for a second because I've noticed a lot of like boutiques or clothing and
Yeah.
apparel companies will do that, where they're like top sellers right now and they'll have like their top 5 products. And
Yeah.
I always love that because I'm like, A, what's popular right now? Or B, that's what I've been seeing everyone post
Yeah.
about, and that's what I want. And so when I just go to the website and it's like immediately there and I don't have to like search and filter for my size and everything, like I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't want to deal with that. So having that right on the page is super key for those of you that are in the e-commerce space and have products on your website. That can be a great feature to add to your homepage as well.
Yeah. Of course.
What else did we talk about? Oh, and then photos, y'all. Making sure that you have really great, high quality imagery that's on brand with your product or service on your website as well, is going to be another key way to ensuring that you're making that great first impression. So let's talk. Excuse me. Let's talk about some examples of websites. They can be clients that we've worked with, or they can be larger scale companies too. I have a few in mind, but websites that you believe make a really great first impression. And what is it about the website? Could touch on some of those components we talked about earlier, but what is it about the website that makes them stand out and have such a great first impression?
So I would say Apple. Apple always sets new trends for everybody, and they're always building really nice websites. And the type of websites they build and the type of trends they add on their websites sets the tone for everything else. So they're one of the
Yes.
first websites that actually like do the big header. They were one of the first ones to do that, or just have like a video as the header. They were one of the first ones to do that. So Apple definitely has they have really good things on their website that really stand out. And I think it just, if you look at their brand and what they stand for and their phones and everything, and it matches exactly how the website looks. Very aesthetic, very
Yeah.
easy. The colors, it's not like a bunch of bright colors everywhere, just like really nice matte colors. And that's what matches their
Yeah.
phones, everything, their Apple watches, and then the website
Yeah.
resonates to that.
And even the store, when you walk into an Apple
Yeah,
store, it's very
yeah,
clean and it's
yeah,
white, it's the lighting is very bright, and it's
yeah,
that same feeling when you go to the website too. So, yeah,
yeah,
that's a great example. What are some other ones?
yeah. I would say maybe trying to think of another good website that I really like. Nike too. Nike offered has a really nice website. They're new, like the shoes that are always trending. Every time I go to Nike, they're the first things to pop up all the time, or they hop on the
Yeah.
trends. So one of the trends right now on TikTok or just Instagram or everything, I see people trying to get more into running. They're uploading videos, pictures of them running, getting more healthier. So one of the top things that Nike is doing now is selling more running shoes, offering more colors. If you go to their website, the first thing they probably have is people running and having like a group of people running. So they hop on trends really easy, and then they add that to the
Yeah.
website right away. So if you can catch a trend and then add that to your website, and so when people go to that website, they're like, okay, this is what I was looking for. Boom. So just
Yeah. And
staying
the trend
with
can
the
be,
trends. Yeah.
yeah. And the trend could be a certain like color that's like
Yeah.
really popular right now, or it
Yeah.
could be a style of clothing, or like you're saying with Nike, like it's the season of getting healthier and
Yeah.
exercising, but running is
Yeah.
trending. And so
Yeah.
like really jumping on that and incorporating that on your website. So again, people are like, ooh, this place is cool. They're with it, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also using that trend to stay on brand. But you guys might think it's funny that I say color, but when you look at a few weeks ago, I talked with Abby Thomas, who's our Pinterest guru on our team, and we were talking about trends that Pinterest predicts. And that can be a great spot, actually, on the topic of this. Go to Pinterest Predicts or search that in Google and go and look at everything that they are predicting will trend in 2024. It is really, really fascinating. They make these predictions every year, and they're able to make super accurate predictions because they have an immense amount of data of what people are searching for, what types of colors, all of that. Last year, they predicted a color of the year, or I think it's for this year, and it's like this peachy peach fuzz color. And so it's been really fun to see how a lot of companies are incorporating that into their color scheme. And I'm not saying it's just because of Pinterest, but I'm like, if they're being smart and paying attention, they would know that that color is something that people are being drawn to right now
Yeah.
in this season. So if you're looking for trends or trying to figure out how you can incorporate some trends for 2024 into your marketing overall or on your website, go again, search Pinterest predicts or Pinterest predictions 2024, and you can find some really great trends there. I love that. Okay. So I was trying to think of websites that I really admire too. And one of them is the Shinola Hotel, downtown Detroit. I don't know if you have ever heard of Shinola, but they're a watch company that started in Detroit, and they have this really beautiful like luxury boutique hotel downtown Detroit, right on Woodward, next to all the sports things. It's like right in the hub of the city. And the thing that I love about their website is it feels luxurious. And I
Yeah.
think that it's very much in line with their brand. Like when I go there, I'm seeing all the same neutral colors that I would see when I go into the Shinola store. Everything seems really classic and timeless. And again, completely on brand. But I also noticed when I was kind of cruising around there today that they use a lot of that video feature, and it makes someone feel like they know what it's going to be like at the hotel before they ever even get there. Like I know what the room is going to look like, and I know what the
Yeah.
bathroom, and I understand what the amenities, and just the way that they've shot the video, it makes it you want to go there, right? It
Yeah.
like it's so appealing. Like it's got that aesthetic vibe and is very on brand. But also their call to actions and ease of booking is key as well. I know exactly where I need to go to book my hotel room. It's super easy and quick to do so. And those things that I was realizing that I love about their website are all really in tune with the things that we've talked about today. Ease of use, that clear call to action, being on brand. And they made an excellent first impression on me. I actually don't think I'd ever
Yeah.
gone to their website before. I've been to the restaurant at the bottom of the Shinola Hotel before,
Yeah.
which is delicious. If you're ever in Detroit, it's an amazing Italian restaurant that is completely escaping me right now. But anyways, amazing website. So Shinola,
Yeah.
if somebody at Shinola is watching this, fantastic work on the website, y'all. It is
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful.
Sponsor us.
Cool. Yeah, I know. I'm like, don't at me. Yeah, or please do.
Yeah.
Franny, any other websites that really that you feel like make an amazing first impression, and why?
Probably not. I don't really have one in mind right now that I really like, but those two are definitely the ones I really like. But adding back to
Yeah.
the website that you're talking about the hotel, if it's very easy
Yeah.
for somebody to book, find a hotel, and do all the check-in and everything really easy, they're most likely going to come back because it was so easy the first time.
Yes.
They're like, this
Yeah.
this is so easy. I don't have to be looking on Google or Yelp or whatever you're looking on for a hotel. You're going to remember that because of everything, how they treated you, how clean it was, how the website was easy to
Mhm.
navigate. So that was one thing that I really liked about what you brought up.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is the difference between people thinking that the marketing stops once the purchase is made versus
Yeah,
the marketing continues for the entirety of the customer's
yeah,
experience and journey. Like once they've
exactly.
made the transaction, great, you have their money. But in order to get their money again and increase the lifetime value of that customer, we need to ensure that they're having an amazing experience at our hotel, from clean
Yeah,
linens to little remarkable surprises here and there, creating special
yeah,
moments for them so that they want to come back and stay at the hotel. Those things are all so important. And we talk about that when we talk about the natural progression too. This idea that someone's a stranger, we turn them into a friend, and then a customer, but ultimately an evangelist, someone who's going to rant
yeah,
and rave, share our website with everyone, tell them, oh, you have to buy, this product or experience this service. Here's their link. You can go and schedule online or buy or book your room or whatever it may be. And we want to create more evangelists. And the best way to do that is by really caring about everything else that happens after the checkout, right? After the
exactly.
transaction has ended, you need to be in every single step of the way to ensure that it's a remarkable experience for that customer too. Um, so yeah, cool. We've covered
One
a
way I think,
whole
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say one
no,
way
go
I think
ahead.
about it is just in a longer and long term. Like when you go to a restaurant, you like to have like a good waiter that's always checking on you, making sure your drink's always full, having like the food's warm, how's the food tasting. It's such a short amount of time, but the waiter is making the experience so much better. So even if the food wasn't the best, you're still going to come back because like they had great service, the drinks were good, they're fast, so you're going to come back. And then same thing with your website when they come to you to your business and they have that experience. It's just longer, so you have to since the beginning make sure that the website is good, what they're looking for is good. If they purchase, the follow up and make sure everything is good. Ask them, hey, is everything good? How was your experience here? And then just those small things will make them always come back. Even if one little thing might be off, they're always going to remember, oh, well, they checked up on me. They made sure everything was good. They made sure I had extra towels. So
Yeah.
small things. Yeah,
Yeah. And those small things can be happening on your website too, y'all. Like
exactly.
all of those key pieces that Franny and I were talking about, those are things that make someone's experience on your website so much better and will make them want to come back and purchase from
Yeah.
you time and time again. Well, y'all, that is all that we've got for Coffee Chats today. Franny, thank you so much for joining me and sharing all of your wisdom with us on first impressions and key things that we need to have in our websites to ensure that we're making a great first impression. So, just to recap some of those key areas, we talked about how we have anywhere from 8 to 10 seconds to make a good first impression on our website when someone comes. And in order to retain them, we might want to ensure that we have some of these key things: a clear call to action, that our website branding is consistent with the branding across all of our marketing and all of our company, whether that's our brick and mortar store, our direct mail, our email marketing. We want to make sure that there is a cohesive branding across all of those things, especially on our website. We also want to make sure that we have that clear call to action or an easy way for them to get connected with us or to purchase our product or to find out more information, having our phone number or email clearly displayed so that they can get connected with us. And then we also want to ensure that we have great product imagery or photos. And again, you do not have to hire a professional photographer for this initially if it's not in your budget. You can use that
Yeah.
user generated content in order to get started. Or if you have an eye for photography yourself, get out that iPhone, y'all. It shoots in 4K and it takes amazing photos, and you can get started in that way as well. We talked about a few examples too of really aesthetically pleasing websites that have set many trends, like Nike, Apple, and the Shinola Hotel downtown Detroit. Okay, y'all, go and check it out if you're ever in Detroit. And gosh, yes, that was the whole gamut of everything that we covered today. Thank you so much for tuning in live, or if you're catching the replay, thanks for making it this far. Next week on the show, I'm going to be having our marketing coordinator, Lily. Lily is going to be talking to us all about TikTok. And you're not going to want to miss out, y'all. She's a wealth of TikTok knowledge. And she's going to be sharing about some trends in TikTok, but also a lot of her learnings and findings within TikTok, because her and Megan on our team have been working towards this really audacious goal to grow the Ugly Mug Marketing TikTok. And they've had some wins, they've had some losses, and she's going to be spilling the tea on all of it. So don't miss out next week, Wednesday, March 13th, same time, same place, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook at 10 a.m. Central, 11 o'clock Eastern. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.